Hello, I'm Ben Glebe, and your first idiot test begins now. What is the longest running program on PBS Kids? Did you think Mr. Rogers is the longest running program? If you guessed Mr. Rogers, then you are an idiot. Sesame Street is the longest running television program on PBS. Mr. Rogers has been running for 33 years, and Sesame Street has been airing for 50 years. Why? Because Idiotest starts right now.
Welcome to Idiotest!
Tonight, we have educators Mr. Ratburn and Mr. Henny, and host Stephen Joe. One of these teams will get to play for $10,000. The other team will go home feeling more depressed. Mr. Ratburn and Mr. Henny, you're up first. So come on up here. Welcome, Mr. Henny. And welcome, Mr. Ratburn. So, I heard you're both educators. So, what makes you guys think you're not idiots?
I am not an idiot because I am a teacher at GoAnimate City Elementary School.
And I am not an idiot because I am the principal of the school.
I am glad to hear. Okay. So in this round, you and your partner will be working together. Remember, there is always a correct answer somewhere on the screen. This first test starts at $300, but for every second you don't answer, you will lose $20. If you get the test right, I'll put that money in your bank. But if you run out of time, or get that answer incorrect, you get $0. Okay?
Okay.
All right, now please send them their first idiot test.
All right, let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Remove 6 matches to make 10. Okay, you locked in with $220 on your money meter. You touched the last 5 matches. Why?
Because if there are 15 matches, and if you remove 6 matches to make 10, then it would be 9.
Yeah, if there are 15 matches, and if you remove 6 matches to make 10, then that would be 9. But if you add 1 more, that would be 10. You got that right.
Yahoo!
$220 added to your bank. Please return to your seat. Steve and Joe, you're up next, so come on up here. Welcome, Steve and Joe. So, what makes you guys think you're not idiots?
We are not idiots because we are both hosts of Blue's Clues.
I agree with Steve.
That is fun that you are both hosts of Blue's Clues. This test starts at $300. Please send them their first idiot test. Which tire doesn't move when a car turns right? $200. Okay. You locked in with $140 on your money meter. You touched the steering wheel. Why?
Because we thought we see the steering wheel not moving when a car turns right.
So you thought that the steering wheel doesn't move when a car turns right. The back right tire is the only tire that doesn't move when a car turns right. I'm sorry, you did not get that right. But you will play again shortly. Please return to your seat. Mr. Ratburn and Mr. Henny, come back up here. Welcome back, Mr. Ratburn and Mr. Henny. Please send them their next idiot test. Which word is written incorrectly in a dictionary? Okay, you locked in with $200 on your money meter. You touched all of the letters in the alphabet. Why?
Because we don't see it on a dictionary.
Yeah, this word is written incorrectly on a dictionary. You got that right.
Wahoo!
$200 added to your bank. Please return to your seat. Steve and Joe, please come back up here. Welcome back, you two. Please send them their next idiot test. Name 4 days of the week that starts with the letter T. Okay, you locked in with 180 on your money meter. You touched the first row. Why?
Because there is Tuesday and Thursday in the week. And every day we say today and tomorrow.
Yeah, there is Tuesday and Thursday. And every day, we say today and tomorrow. You got that right. $180 added to your bank. Please return to your seat. After one round, we've got Mr. Ratburn and Mr. Hanny in the lead at $420. And Steve and Joe trailing with $880. Don't worry. There is more money in our next round. As Idiotest, we'll be right back.
It's meat. I love meat. Suck it, vegans. Idiotest. I'll be right back.
Welcome back to Idiotest. In this round, our contestants will be tested as individuals. Each test will start at $500, but for every second they fail to answer, will cost them $25. Mr. Ratburn and Mr. Hanny, you're in the lead with $420. Steve and Joe, you're trailing with $180, so you get to go first. Which one of you will be going first?
Steve.
Thanks for letting me know, Joe. Steve, come on up here. Welcome back, Steve. Please send him his first solo Idiotest. Solve this math problem. $400. Okay, you locked in with 350 on your money meter. You touched 0. Why?
Because if the man shot one pigeon, then all of the 19 pigeons would fly away.
Yeah, all of the pigeons would flew away so that they wouldn't get shot. 0 is correct. $350 added to your bank. Please return to your seat. You have now taken the lead. Now which one of you will be playing next?
Me.
Then come on up here. Welcome back, Mr. Ratburn. Please send him his next Idiotest. Where do fish keep their money? Okay, you locked in with 400 on your money meter. You touched riverbank. Why?
Because fish lives in the river, and the bank keeps the money.
That is true. Fish do live in the river, and the money is usually in a bank. You got that right. $400 added to your bank. Please return to your seat. You have now taken the lead. Joe, come on up here. Welcome back, Joe. Please send him his next Idiotest. What starts with the letter T, is filled with a T, and ends with a T? $300. $200. Okay, you locked in with 175 on your money meter. You touched teapot. Why?
Because the word teapot starts with a T, and in the middle after the letter A, it sounds like a T, and it ends with a T.
True. Teapot starts with a T. In the first syllable, T sounds like teat, so it counts as filled with a T, and it ends with a T. Teapot is correct. $175 added to your bank. Please return to your seat. Mr. Hanny, please come on up here. Welcome back, Mr. Hanny. Please send him his next Idiotest. What is it? $400. $300. Okay. You locked in with 250 on your money meter. You touched the numbers. Why?
Well, I thought it was a math problem.
Okay. But didn't you read that question? A cow has 3, a girl has 4. What is it? The limbs right here, it would have been the correct answer. I'm sorry to say that. But don't worry, you're still in the lead. Please return to your seat. After 2 rounds of playing, we have Mr. Ratburn and Mr. Hanny still in the lead with $820, and Steve and Joe trailing with $705. In our next round, the stakes get even higher, as they are going to face off in a head-to-head battle. Don't worry, it is still everybody's game. Do not go anywhere, as Idiotest will be right back.
Meat. I love meat. Suck it, vegans. Idiotest. I'll be right back.
Welcome back to Idiotest. We have Mr. Ratburn and Mr. Hanny in the lead with $820, and Steve and Joe trailing with $705. But don't worry, it is still anybody's game. This next round will determine which team will go on to our Smart Money round for a shot at $10,000. We're about to play 2 head-to-head tests. The first one is easier and it starts at $1,000. Your partners will be playing the second harder test for $2,500. This test starts at $1,000. You will be losing $50 every second you don't answer. Each one of you has your own separate money meter. So, you can stop the clock at any time. But I recommend quicker. In that case, here is your first head-to-head idiot test. Why did it fall off? We got a lock-in. We got another lock-in. Steve, come over here. What did you touch and why?
I touched herself. Because as she danced, Cinderella's foot got sweaty, providing lubrication, and while running her feet simply came out. She was likely barefoot in the slipper, so this makes sense. Cinderella may have wanted to lose the shoe herself.
So her foot got sweaty when she danced at night. You got that right. $600 out of your bank. You have now taken the lead. Let's see how Mr. Ratburn did. Mr. Ratburn, what did you touch and why?
I touched Cinderella.
You also got it right. $800 out of your bank. You have now taken the lead. Please switch places with your partners. Okay guys, this test is a $2,500 test, with $100 taken away every second you don't answer. Mr. Hanny, you and Mr. Ratburn are in the lead with $1,620. Joe, you and Steve are in the lead with $1,305. Okay, so, for a shot at $10,000, here is your head-to-head idiot test. Touch a man that was born in 2019 and died in 1933. We got a lock-in. We got another lock-in. Joe, come over here. Joe, what did you touch and why?
I touched Anita Blackwell, because I saw on the Wikipedia that she was born in 1933 and died in 2019.
So Anita Blackwell was born in 2019 and died in 1933. She is not as famous. You did not get the right, I'm sorry to say that. Let's see how Mr. Hanny did. If he gets it right, they go on to our final round. But if doesn't get that right, doesn't mean you go on to our final round. Mr. Hanny, what did you touch and why?
I touched Carol Spinney, because he was famous for playing Big Bird and Oscar on Sesame Street.
He was famous. If you reverse the birth and the death year, that will make sense. You guys had won the game. You guys move on to our final round for a shot at $10,000. I'm so sorry guys. I'm so sorry this did not work out for you today. Please come on over here. You guys played a great game today. Unfortunately, you guys Steve and Joe are today's idiots. I hate to say goodbye, but, did you have fun playing?
Yes, we did.
I agree with Steve.
Glad that you had a great game. But as you walk down the steps here, you must be very careful down the steps.
Okay. We'll be careful.
Alright, thank you for playing. Thank you for playing.
You're welcome.
See you later.
See ya later, Stephen Jow. Mr. Ratburn and Mr. Henny. Come on up here. You have played a great game today. You have earned a spot at our Smart Money round for a shot at $10,000. You have already banked $3,520. In a moment, they are each gonna play the same test for a shot at $10,000. Do not go anywhere, as Idiotest will be right back.
It's meat. I love meat. Suck it, vegans. Idiotest. I'll be right back.
Welcome back to Idiotest. This is our Smart Money round. Mr. Ratburn and Mr. Hanny are about to take a shot at bringing their winnings up to our grand prize at $10,000. Alright, so, here is how it works. You and Mr. Hanny, who is backstage and cannot hear us, will have a combined 30 seconds to answer the exact same test. Whenever you lock in your answer, the clock stops, which is whatever time is remaining Mr. Hanny will have left to answer. If only one of you gets it right, you'll bank an additional $1,000. But if both you get it right, you'll win 10 grand. You decided to go first. Why?
Because I'm the shortest, and he is the tallest.
Alright. Get comfortable in that screen. For $10,000. Here is your final idiot test.
Alright. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it.
What comes down but never goes up? Okay, you locked in with 20 seconds left. Let's bring out Mr. Hanny and see what he can do. Mr. Hanny. Mr. Hanny, you have played a great game today.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Mr. Ratburn left you 20 seconds left. For $10,000. Here is your final test. What comes down but never goes up? Okay. You locked in with 15 seconds left. Mr. Ratburn, come on up here. Okay. So, you both locked in with different answers, so I'm afraid you can't win 10 grand. But, there is a chance I'll give you an extra $1,000. Mr. Hanny, what did you touch and why?
I touched the moon, because when I wake up every morning, I see the moon going down for the sun to rise.
True. But didn't you see every night after sunset? The moon also goes up. You did not get that right, I'm sorry to say that. Mr. Ratburn, what did you touch and why?
I touched rain, because I see it go down, and going down the drain, and it would be hard for it to go back up.
True. The rain comes down, and it is very hard to go back up, so it never goes up. You got that right. You banked an additional $1,000, meaning you won $4,520. Nice work. Thank you for playing. Thank you all for watching at home. Be sure to follow us on all social media, at Idiotest, and at @FNGleed. Until next time, don't be an idiot. Good night.